Bansou Sentai Kizunager Generations, Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger with Kizunager. The story begins in New Avallost City at the Avallost Palace. Princess Teltina, Kizuna Rise, and Lowji Mist, Kizuna Night, receive a letter from an anonymous messenger who wishes to return to Earth to see the new world and meet the rulers there as Togo Asagaki, Kizuna Red, and his friends, Rainaya, Azra, and Yihdra, are waiting outside beside them as they see God Caucasus Kabuto making its way down to Earth. So now the Kizunagers were introduced to the 6 rulers of planet Chiki known as the Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger, Gira Husty, Yan Magast, Hymeno Ran, Rita Kaniska, Kagoragi Daiboski, and Jeremy Brazery, who returned to Earth to explore the new world that the Kizunagers created. But Lowji and Yihdra were shocked to see Rita and Jeremy again since this isn't the first time they have met. When Teltina introduced herself as the Queen of New Avallost City alongside her friends to welcome the King-Ohgers back to Earth to explore the new world, Yana laughs at Teltina since he thinks that she's too young to be a ruler of an entire kingdom, which makes Lowji upset at him for insulting Teltina as he commented on his outfit since he isn't dressed like a proper king. This caused a bitter feud between the 6 rulers and the 6 adventurers as they started a battle royale to see which one of them is worthy of being a proper king or queen, but unaware that a cat named Lumine Nor Drimal Allison, the Matter Hatter, who creates a new Bondki monster called the Uchu Jester Bondki to assist her to finish the Uchus goal to conquer the entire universe. Meanwhile, in the city of Mesis outside of the Arviln family mansion, the Kizunagers and the King-Ohgers began their battle royale to see which one of them has what it takes to be a proper ruler. Togo against Gira, Lowji against Yanma, Teltina against Hymeno, Rainaya against Rita, Azra against Kagoragi, and Yihdra against Jeremy. So now 5 of the Kizunagers and King-Ohgers have been eliminated from the battle, leaving only Togo and Gira left to break the tie as Togo pulls out his bond plate and inserts it into his Kizuna brace to transform into Kizuna Red, while Gira activate his Ohger caliber to transform into Kizunager to begin their duel to determine the victor. But then both the Kizunagers and King-Ohgers were attacked by Lumina, who showed up with the Uchu Jester Bondki as she explains that the new world will be hers for the taking as she pulls out a trump card to transport the Kizunagers and the King-Ohgers to her pocket dimension to decide their fates. Meanwhile, in the wicked Wonderland, the Kizunagers and the King-Ohgers were shocked to be transported to another dimension as Lumina appears again in her human form, which made the Kizunagers shocked to see that Lumina is identical to Teltina. When Lumina explains that she is the godmother of the Uchus who gave them life and allowed them to manipulate the universe as their playground for their own entertainment, she later heard that the King-Ohgers are returning to Earth and sees this as an opportunity to get her revenge on the King-Ohgers for destroying her children. This made Gira and his friends shocked to know that Lumina created the Uchus to manipulate the universe as she summons a group of Ingakons to attack the Kizunagers while the Uchu Jester Bondki attacks the King-Ohgers. So now Yanma, Hymeno, Rita, and Kagoragi pull out their Ohger calibers while Jeremy pulls out his Kumino's lair as they transform into the King-Ohgers, Tombo-Ohger, Kamakiri-Ohger, Papillon-Ohger, Haki-Ohger, and Spider Kuminos, to fight alongside Gira to defeat Lumina and the Uchu Jester Bondki, while Yihdra and his friends pull out their bond plates and inserts them into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizunagers, Night, Gold, Orange, Rise, and Magus, to lend Togo a hand to take down the Ingakons. Yihdra inserts the Hurricaneger and Go Buster's legend bond plates into her Kizuna brace to summon the Gragers, Kabuto and Magiranger, along with Beat and Stag Buster to assist the Kizunagers to take down the Ingakons to make their way towards Lumina until she transforms into a purple tiger and slashes at them to knock the Kizunagers down to the ground. Just then, Lowji inserts the Magiranger legend bond plate into his Kizuna brace to perform Magi Pink's Pink Storm to catch Lumina off guard as Rainaya and Azra use their rank symbolizers, sword and gun symbols, to perform the Ankh-Kizuna sword slash and Ankh-Kizuna gun shooting to knock Lumina down to the ground, which reverted her back into her human form to give Togo and Teltina a chance to lend the King-Ohgers a hand to defeat the Uchu Jester Bondki. Meanwhile, Gira used the Ohger crown to transform into King-Ohger for some extra firepower to lend the other King-Ohgers a helping hand to take down the Uchu Jester Bondki. But then she began to use the Uchu Jesters' abilities to catch the King-Ohgers off guard to give her the chance to destroy them. Just then, Togo and Teltina shows up to save the King-Ohgers as he inserts the Burning Blood bond plate into his Kizuna brace to transform into Kizuna Red Burning Blood to insert the Kyuger and Don Brothers Legend bond plates into his Universe D caliber to perform the festive carnival Kizuna Burning Slash to finally defeat the Uchu Jester Bondki for good. But they were shocked to see that the host of that Bondki monster is a female counterpart of Lowji named Lojina Mist from the Bad End world in the Kizuna Red verse, who explains to Togo and Teltina that she encountered Lumina to serve her as her loyal knight since she resembles the Teltina from her dimension, which eventually turned her into a Bondki monster. When the King-Ohgers witnessed their Shugged souls reacting to the Kizunagers' bond energy, they merged with Togo's Universe D caliber and the King-Ohger Legend bond plate to transform into the King Universe D caliber and the Kizunagers bond plate to activate the Kizunagers' new forms. So now Togo gives Teltina the King Universe D caliber to insert the Kizunagers bond plate to activate the Kizunagers' King forms to assist the King-Ohgers to defeat Lumina as they activate their Ryogusen mode for some extra firepower. As the Kizunagers and the King-Ohgers have managed to catch Lumina off guard to knock her down to the ground, Teltina turns the King-Ohgers into Shugged Legend bond plates and inserts them into the King Universe D caliber to perform the All-King Kizunagers Slasher, while Yihdra summons the Galaxy Magnum to turn the Kizunagers into their bond plates and inserts them to perform the Isekai Kizuna Elemental Buster to finally defeat Lumina for good, which creates a gateway back to the new world for the Kizunagers, King-Ohgers, and Lojina to exit the wicked Wonderland, leaving Lumina to be trapped for eternality. But Lumina doesn't mind that as she gets up and walks towards a baby crib where she sees the Uchu Jesters as babies for Lumina to take care of. Back at the Avallost Palace, Lojina thanks the Kizunagers and King-Ohgers for saving her from her dark bonds and wishes to remain in the Kizunagers world since she no longer has any purpose in her dimension since her world's Teltina is no longer around. This makes the Kizunagers happy to form a bond with Lojina, which makes Lowji happy to have someone that he can relate to as he considers Lojina like his sister in arms. So now the King-Ohgers decided to declare the Kizunagers the winners of the Battle Royale since their bonds have proven to be powerful than they expected. But Togo is happy to form a bond with the 6 rulers and share the glory together as Gira and his friends accept his offer and began to explore the new world alongside the Kizunagers and Lojina.